Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome to yet another stream. Unfortunately, it's not a build stream. It's a recycler stream. So this time I haven't even been falsely advertising this as a surprise build stream. It's been ages since I've last done my build streams. Please just chat me up about it every second day and ask me to do another build stream. That kind of helps maintain this very unhealthy pressure that is very uncomfortable. Nah, just kidding. I'm not like that. So, boys and girls, I hope you all got your dicks out for some more recycler finds. Yeah, bring it on. Okay, so fun story. Gonna whip this one out. Yeah, surprise. This one's got a sticker on already. You know why? Because I've had the wrong streaming key in my streaming software, so I've been streaming to the wrong channel, and I've done like the first keyboard here. I've already streamed until I realized why is there no one watching? Like, there's always people watching my keyboard streams. Like, it's such an amazing topic, so there should be people watching. Yeah, so now I'm streaming to the right channel. I'm gonna redo this board. This is a Typro. It doesn't really say Typro on it, but it's made in Slovenia, and there's not too many keyboards made in Slovenia except for Typros, and it's from the old, like the product code tells us it's a Typro. It's from the old MID series of Typros. The MID series is a bit different than the modern Typro boards that we know. The 128 kind of 128 layout boards. The modern ones, I think they're called KMX series. The modern ones have like a little module sitting down down here where you've got all the connectors, and you've got some traces here to lead out, like to clip the wires in and stuff. This one's got like some nice connections back here, and this is actually the generation of Typro boards that KBDFR is using for his infamous ginormous Typro setup. And funny enough, this is actually the one great model of the MID series, because this is the staggered mid-series model. Unlike the KMX series, where they have seriously furked up the staggering, this one actually has a real staggering in the alphanumerics. This means in the KMX series they have done the staggering is only offset by 1 unit or by half a unit. There is no quarter unit offset in the staggering, which kind of makes it like non-standard and very uncomfortable to use. Like, very uncomfortable if you kind of offset a row by quarter of a unit from where you'd expect them to be. So this is the proper staggering. Even though these keys, do they have the right sizes? This one's a 1.5, I already figured. This is a 1.75, and this is a 1.25. So this is 1.5, 1 3/4, 1 1/4. So quarter staggering here. I think the KMX is something like 1.5, 2 and 1, or something. 1.5, 2 and 1.5, or something like that. It's disgusting. It kind of makes me want to throw up a little bit. So this board, typing wise, if you're typing in the alphanumerics here, then it is going to be much more comfortable for you than the modern KMX version, even though all the other keys are still pretty non-standard. I don't think it's possible to get a replacement spacebar. I think there's like 4 unit, and there's like 4.25 or 4.5 unit spacerbars that took me an arm and a leg to get. Like, SA profile has like 4.5 unit, but I don't think they make any profile has a 4 unit spacebar or something like that. Maybe the XDA profile, because the Chinese kind of have their kids carve out the molds, so they're pretty much free, so they come up without these crazy layouts. Yeah, just some lore there for you. Yeah, it's definitely a nice find. I'm gonna put this in a very special shelf in a very special room. This one's been sold already. I'd usually leave these at the recycler. It's got a nice little PS2 port, so it's kind of in in the middle. It's a G84 with the good old ML switches, and I think they're in pretty good condition. So I've been chatting with my best friends and only friends in my keyboard channel on Telegram while I was at the recycler, and I was throwing a couple of boards. I was saying like, okay, you can have them, but you got to commit to taking them. Like I'm gonna either leave them here and trash them, or you can commit and I'm gonna take them and send them to you. So that's what I did with this board here. I would usually have left this one at the recycler, but good old Tinny asked me to take it because I think he uses it to trade it for kidneys back in Hong Kong. Yeah, I'm still gonna give it a number because yeah, I like the number stuff. Oh yeah. Yep. This one's probably like the bread and butter board of the recycler. I always enjoy finding these. And there's no way I'm ever going to leave one of these at the recycler. It is a very nice Cherry G80. Let's have a look at the label here. It's a Cherry G80 with MX Blacks. It's called the LPMDE. LPMDE is a very common code. We've got some thin lasered keycaps. They're good. They're PBT. They're thin, like nothing for the connoisseur of the keycaps, but they're pretty decent. It's got a modern layout. It's got the very fresh PS2 plug here. Watch out, guys. This one's coming big. Yeah, really nice. Maybe it needs a little cleaning up, but still worth taking every time. Ugh. What's that? No, that's actually a really cute one. Love it. I love the square label. The square label. I love the square label IBM ModelMs. Definitely a nice piece of history, even though I'd rather put it behind glass than on my desk. It's got a 1986 date code. 1986. Wow. Like, this is one of the few Model M boards that you don't have to be ashamed if this board is older than you. Well, this doesn't apply to most other boards. This board, like, definitely, you can definitely see the age of this board. It's got a nice tan, and it's got like, it's got some nice gunk. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, how can people live like that? Like, people must have still, like, this doesn't happen overnight. Like, you must have used this for months and years while the keys were already that disgusting. It surprises me. They still look pretty good. Like, I like the die subbing. Yeah, but definitely you can't lick it. That's very disappointing. Come in. Oh, here we go. Okay, you probably guessed it. You probably guessed it. No, I'm not actually that sure. Let's try this one. You probably guessed it. These are vintage blacks. Are these vintage blacks? Yes! They're made in West Germany. Finally some vintage blacks again. Desperately need some vintage blacks to stock up. Double shot keycaps. Nice. I don't know where to put these anymore. Okay. Let's give these a try. Okay. Yep. Nice. let's all calm down. Here is another one of the classic beige Krankenversichertenkarte boards. And these are pretty nice because they feature some keys with LED cabs, like the num LED, the Rollen LED, and the caps lock with LEDs. And I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, these are technically vintage blacks. These are F date code. Yeah, they're not only technically, they're nice vintage blacks. On top of the fact that the Krankenversicherungskarte boards are famous for having pretty good blacks. Oh wow, and the escape key. Someone was really trying to escape here. Look, you can do your makeup in that keycap. Other than that, oh yeah, some of the other keys are also pretty shiny, but selectively. Some keys are shiny. You can see like the printing on the caps lock is pretty much unharmed. Really nice boards, some nice double shots. You really need to stock up on those. Oh yeah, this is one of the boards that I see at the recycler. It has a very Alpsy vibe, so I kind of assume it's an Alps board. And I tried, and it clicks. And now the big question is it a blue Alps board or is it a white Alps board? Wow, wow, wow. Yep. But the nice thing is it's still pine white Alps. And yeah, they actually feel kind of nice. Like I couldn't immediately feel the difference because they actually click quite nicely. And I've got to say, the board's got plenty of yellowing, but I don't think it's seen much use. So it's I think this is a nice restoration project for someone who isn't sick of Alps yet and wants to make this one. Well, maybe wants to unyellow this one. Well, let's have a look at the back here. Pacific Technologies Wong und Co. KG. Yeah, 91, 92. It's very nice. Got a date code on there. Oh, it's a KB5182. Oh yeah. This is such a gem. You can't resist a Schneider board. Very nice. Schneider board is probably my favorite standard ISO DE keycap set because it comes with the standard ISO DE modifiers, like as far as these keys are concerned, but it does come with the English bottom row and the English nav cluster and the English whatever keys here. So really nice. That's a very nice combination. You've got Control Alt, you've got page up, page down, not this like these crappy these keycaps. The translations, the legends for this little nav cluster here in German is so pathetic. It makes me want to die. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, it's a G81. Yeah, this is mostly for the caps and for the case, especially. Unfortunately, it's a G81. So I'm gonna peel this one, get the keycaps off, and trash the MY internals. Oh no, this one's coming last. Oh yeah, here's something for you, for you special connoisseurs of the mouse. Oh yeah. This is the real thing, not the new one. Well, obviously, you can, I don't know what happened to this little mouse here. I don't think I want to know. I don't know who this mouse has been inside of and how this crust got on it. But I think you can make it clean again. Like you can throw this in an ultrasonic cleaner for a week, and then trash and burn the ultrasonic cleaner, and hopefully this mouse is going to be looking good again. So you can't leave an MX 518 behind. That's how it's supposed to look, just for reference. See? So hot. Ah, come on, Kexi. It doesn't look like your old one. You like your old one. If you manage to make an MX 518 look like that, first of all, I want to see a picture, and second of all, tell me how you did that. Yeah, this is a little déjà vu. Where we've got yet another Krankenversichertenkarte boards. Same thing. Mirror finish on the escape key. Good blacks. F date code. Oh yeah, they're probably from the same place. Same date code. Almost pretty much identical date code. Super nice. This is probably going to be like a nice donor board for MX blacks. Ooh, I'm not going to rub anything off with alcohol there. And most of the alcohol is gonna, like, if you want to rub anything off that thing, you're gonna need most of the alcohol for yourself, I guess. Like, if you haven't seen what I've seen, like, the camera doesn't capture it all. What the? Where did this come from? Another one. Yeah, some people begging for vintage blacks watching this are probably happy that I found so many Krankenversichertenkarte boards, because this is another F-date code. Here we go! Oh! Excuse me, guys. Takes a moment. Switching bins here. I wanted to save this one for last, but here it is. Yet another legendary Razer. I don't think I've seen one of these stealthy, silent, non-clicky Razers yet. All the clickies I found, all the Razers I found were clicky. I'd really like to find one of these of the silent ones. Not sure which revision this is, because this is all shiny. I don't know if this is the more modern version or like an earlier revision. Yeah, Black Widow Ultimate. Clearly Ultimate here. And oh yeah, it must be a slightly older revision, because it's got MX Blues in there, and they do feel quite nice and crisp, like MX Blues, like nice, fresh, crisp MX Blues in a plate mount. They do quite well. And yes, we just passed 300. It's quite depressing, like 300 No, it's not quite depressing. We should celebrate this. 300 keyboards, like 300 nice keyboards saved from a cold grave, like being burned up for rare metals somewhere in at the African coast. But yeah, this one has mostly been saved for its switches. I think this is a great source for MX Blues. Like if you want less clicks, here you go. Okay. I didn't think I was gonna find that many keyboards, so I didn't take enough boxes. And I ended up having to kind of pile them in one of the boxes, so it's gonna be a nightmare getting all these stored. This is another one of the boards that I was gonna leave there, and someone from the chat asked me to take it for her. I think it's a Fujibuchi mount Chikimuki switches. I don't know. The reason why I was considering taking it is for the keycaps, because these are pretty nice keycaps to be found with MX mount. I mean, these boards are pretty common in Alps, because I was initially expecting it to be a white Alps board when I was like glancing at it from a distance, and then I realized, oh wow, it's not an Alps board, and yet it is labeled FK 2002. Like here you go, like the FK 2002 has like I've only known this one as an Alps board, white Alps mostly. So I was surprised to find out this isn't really Alps. And then I realized I think the stabilized keys are like MX mount, but Alps stabilizers, these very thin stabilizer, very thin wire stabilizers, worst of all worlds. So terrible combination there. So for me, the keycaps aren't useful. Yeah, but someone wanted to have this one for whatever. I don't know. Super weird. Super weird. Oh no, that's weird. Whoa. Here's a nice one. This is a very nice one. Yeah. I really like this one. This one's gonna go, this one's collection material. This is the kind of stuff that ends up in the better storage room. First of all, I love the keycaps. The keycaps are so good looking. They're two color die sub, I suppose. They're two color die subs. You can check here. Oops, did I just make them dirtier? Very nice. They are MX compatible. I actually tried them, and yeah, I'm probably gonna try and do like a plank with it. Would be really nice to see these caps on another board, but after all, this is just a really nice board for keeping. These are second. Okay, someone's claiming these are second generation SMKs. My impression? No, let's be serious here. Oh, super bindy. Yeah, they're bindy. Kind of feel like these Marquardt switches. The Marquardt switches. They're like super bindy. As soon as you hit them off center, they've got this old plastic bindiness. Like when you rub like old plastics. Like not worn plastic, but if you've got like old plastic rubbing, You can definitely tell that they probably felt great when they made them, but by now they are they're super bindy. Doesn't fit. Ah, damn it. Such a shame this one's missing a keycap, because it would have been such a nice surprise. Yeah. Sticking it to everyone wearing headphones while watching this. Sorry. I think the MX518 just gave me AIDS. Yeah, this is a G80, just a normal G80. Nice Win-Key bottom row, but with MX clears, and that is so nice. Really nice. MX clears, those ones, I don't know, I think very hard to make this whole MX vintage clears differentiation. This is an end date code, so it's somewhere in the 2000s, I guess. That should be somewhere in the 2000s. Okay, let's give it a shot. Yeah, I would say somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle. But then again, MX Clears, they really shine in a PCB mount situation. Like the PCB mounted MX Clears are something you should try out. It's I think they, especially stock MX Clears, if you don't ergo clear them, they don't work well in a plate mount. Thanks to everyone wishing me Gesundheit. Yeah, so yeah, definitely try out MX Clears in PCB mount, just like this board here. Oh, date code, no, whatever code, I think I flipped it already. G80 3000 LQ MDE, but I think we all know LQ is cuties, aka MX Clears. I can't remember taking all these boards. G80 3000. That's how we got to... If you want to know how we got to 300, that's how. G80 3000. What do we have here? It's a G80 3000 HFD. What does HFD mean? Can you hear like a faint sign of a click from these over 100 MX Blue switches here doing the best they can after being left alone for so long? So yeah, this is the opposite of MX Clears. MX Blues suck in a PCB mount configuration. They just feel very unsatisfying in PCB mount. You have to mount them stiff. You have to mount them stiff in a plate, and they're gonna feel better. I've seen some boards like a. Have you seen a? There's like a G80 2100. It's like the huge 122 board. It has like it has a full keyboard down here, like a full layout down here, and it has like a this extended F row, this double F row up here, like at a slight angle. The funny thing about this keyboard is the keys down here are all PCB mounted, while the ones up here, like the extended function row up there, is actually plate mounted. They put a little plate there to kind of fix it in position there. And it's really funny. I've got one of these with MX Whites, I think, and you can feel such a difference. I mean, they are virtually identical switches. One's plate mounted, one's PCB mounted, and you can just feel how much the PCB mounted ones suck and how much different the plate mounted ones feel on the same keyboard. Yeah, I'm leaving no G80 behind. Holy shit. I think I forgot to burn these gloves. Okay, I hope it's a G80 and I don't hope it doesn't have blues. G80 3000 LSMDE with an M date code. So, that is so disappointing. Why? Like, yeah, okay, leave no G80 behind. Good. Yeah, no, I'm not streaming on Twitch. I'm too old for that. I think I tried to sign up, put in my date, and they said you're too old for that. Go away, old man. Okay. Yeah, G80 with MX Blues. It's always difficult to say what this one's gonna look like after it's been cleaned up, because sometimes like the dirty boards aren't the overly used ones yet. So if you clean them up nicely and the dirt is just superficial, it's gonna turn out nice. So yeah, we'll find out. I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna leave some double shots behind. The weight of the board already tells me that this one's a G81, and I just took it for the double shots. There we go, G80 3081. I think the G80 3081 is the high screen model, HAD, with a nice D date code. Yeah, if these were blacks, I'd be super happy. I'd be smiling, Woden. See, it's a bit uneven yellowing, which really sucks. Can you see it? The uneven yellowing here. That's not like the camera's picking it up pretty nicely there. Still, the caps have a nice texture. They still have a nice texture. Haven't been overly used. Some of the keys have seen some use, and there's some pretty hefty gunk on some of the caps, like the 7, for example. Someone did something to the 7. Here we go. I can't remember picking up so many Cherry keyboards. It was a real Cherry fest. Finally, MX Blacks. Okay, so this is one of the boards I wouldn't feel bad about handing out to a friend. I think we've been through this a gazillion times. G80 3000 LP NDE. It's a real classic. Win keyless bottom row. Le PS2 for a pretty nice connection. I think some of the modern PCs still have a PS2 port, so you can just ram it in there, and you've got like a billion keys rollover. And oh yeah, wait, I don't think these have diodes. Nope, no diodes. So yeah, you've got like a little bit of rollover and die. So yeah, a nice bread and butter board. Oh yeah, these keep on coming up. I don't know where, like, who made these, who bought these, where do they come from, what, and so on. I've got like maybe 10 of these of similar boards. Oh, who heard your little switch? Feeling better? Oh, see, works again. Fixed it the American way. So this board is just some generic plate mounted MX Blues board, and they always have this like kind of slim frame. They feel light, pretty nice actually, pretty nice. Yeah, what's it like? KB6252HC or something like that. I don't know where they come from, but I can't leave them there. And I think it's even got, it's like one of these boards that has like pad printed keys on the German cap, on the German keys, like pad printed caps on the German keys, and and pad printed caps on all others. Okay, yeah. So everything's pad printed here. Calm down again. Yeah, of course this one. Yeah, it's got the big ass enter here for you booty lovers. It's very big. Stabilizing is done pretty well. It kind of leaves you with this super remote backspace key. I find it stupid to increase the size of the enter key at the cost of moving another alphanumerics key further away from homing. Like this is the furthest key away from homing. Never mind, yeah. Shouldn't be talking too much. Yeah, they're all pad printed. Yeah, I don't know. Still, I don't know. I like it. They feel so much better just for being plate mounted. Yep, pretty decent. Yeah, sorry for hammering that board, but you gotta show him who's boss every once in a while. Okay, yeah, like this time it's gonna be super unclimatic. There's not gonna be a huge, amazing thing in the end, because here's a nice bomb, a nice Alcatel Oh, doesn't help. MXX. XML, like one of the Alcatel phone boards. Very nice, very nice. If it isn't for the caps, it's for the switches. This one's a real cutie. Like it is for the caps, obviously. It's got the good old lift wrench handbag down here, non-stepped. It's also highly appreciated. Like disregard this part of the keyboard. This is so messed up. Like this part is just, I don't know who like who decided like we can't spare this what is it, half a unit. Like we have to save half, like we have to cut off half a unit here. We absolutely must. MMX, right, that's it. MMX. So someone kind of had to cut off half a unit here, giving us this little it's even double shot. They made a mold for this. I don't understand it. Pretty weird. Kind of makes the keycaps a lot less usable, unfortunately, because if you want to use these caps on a board, you're always going to have to find a way to make this side of the board look unshitty. Yeah, these caps lock, like these LED windowed keys are super nice. Oh, sorry, that's my alarm. I'm not actually punching cats here. So you've got some very nice LED windowed keys here, keycaps. You've got some other stuff. Yeah, most of the keys are double shot, except for the LED windowed, of course. And I think this stuff, this stuff's all LED windowed. This is lasered, I think. Yeah, I mean, you probably all know this board. It's a classic. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is the ProLine business. So let's all be extra professional for this one. The ProLine business cherry keyboard. I think someone pointed out that a weird person put on Vim arrows on this one. What does it have other than a... Oh, sorry for everyone wearing headphones once again. That was really terrible of me. It's a G81? Yeah, I think I took it for the case. Yeah, some weirdos are looking at G80 or G81 model numbers and stuff, and the Chinese are paying good money for weird G80 cases. Yeah, and ProLine business, like, you definitely won't have that in China. You go to a ProLine business G80, case. Yeah, it's a bit depressing because it's actually just a shit board, except for this little part here. But, meh. Here we go again. Like, when did this happen? Like, I really have no recollection of me taking all these G80s. I don't know. This one's really good looking. It's missing some caps because it's been slapped around like a proper board, I think. Look here. You can see that it is super clean inside. The caps are super clean. I kind of think this board hasn't been used at all, or not much at all. G80 LPMDE. Nice MX black. Win-key bottom row. Yeah, you've heard my sales pitch. Ha! G81 That's the good stuff. Nice vintage. What is it? Made in Germany. Not so West Germany, but it's an E date code. And if you ask me, price-wise, these are still vintage blacks. Very nice. The keycaps are so. Some have like substantial damage, like some scratches here. This one's also like going into the plastic here. Then again, just I'm probably going to sell double shots by the kilo one day. Oh yeah, this one, I remember this one. Oh my god, this is so disgusting. There's nothing redeeming about this board except for the fact that it's a black G80 case. And you might want to take one of these nice G80 PCBs, because this is a G80 case while it has a G81 inside. So you've got to remove the cancer and put in a nice G80 PCB, and you've got a nice black cased G80 you can use in your office, and everyone's going to say, wow, it's got a black keyboard. Isn't that dangerous? Obviously not. Oh yeah, this one. Another one that I just took for the caps. I think this was early during my haul when I didn't realize that I had a lot of boards already. Yeah, another one of these rare boards. G81 1829 LPADE. Okay, so it's very nice because this thing is Bosch branded. I personally haven't seen a Bosch branded Cherry case before. It's clearly a Cherry label, so they've done this one for Bosch. Bosch is huge in Germany. In case you didn't know, like, Bosch is one of the biggest companies in Germany. Google it. Like, they are intensely huge. They are much bigger than you thought. Let's grab a sticker here. And yeah, it's been protected by this very fetish-like sheet of rubber, but that it didn't protect it didn't protect anything worth protecting because it's got MY switches. Like, if you want some pristine MY switches, this is probably the board for you, but this is more for the case, I guess. It's a very nice and unique case, and I think I'm gonna get like 2-3 kidneys for it, like Chinese kidneys, the good ones. Ratatatat! Yet another one of these sweet donors. G80 11800, the compact board. It's got Le MX Browns, the good old Eva Braun switches. A lot of things about this board are super nice. First of all, this one's pretty much nib. Like the switches, there is no dirt down there. So I would call these switches, like, I don't think these switches have been used at all. So they're going to be, I'm going to harvest them with pleasure. Let's look at the bottom. G80-11801. Okay, G80-11801. Do I find a date code here? M41. Okay, that's weird. Oh no, it also says G80-11802. LPADE M41. Huh. Yeah. Well, if keyboards needed a condom to not get pregnant, there'd be a lot of Razer keyboard babies out there. Look at this one. This is the kind of stuff I really love. What a nice board. This is the kind of board that is collection worthy. Definitely not going to end up in my drawers. This one's gonna get a nice place somewhere nice, because this is le shit. I gotta stop this. I'm so sorry. What are these M8 switches? Cherry, like these are the pre-MX cherry switches. M8 or M7 or something like that. M9 maybe. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I haven't got my M nomenclature together. So these are like pre-MX cherry switches. This is definitely a very old board, super heavy, and it's got this very nice slim. Oh, there we got it. It's a Triumph Adler board. Yeah, the color scheme screams Triumph Adler. I just wish they were diced up in cherry profile. But yeah, it seems to be like a very early typewriter or a typesetter keyboard. Super nice, yeah. Just a shame the key. No, I'm not even considering taking the keycaps off. This is probably something for a clean job. Still waiting for the day that I finally get unemployed and spend all day cleaning up keyboards and doing all the build streams here for clicks and panties. Remember how I said I'm not going to save a great board for last? Haha, I lied. Here we go. Oh, baby! Yeah, this makes me want to hump the table. What a nice board. This is probably going to be a super nice restoration project of mine. I love the granite. Like, yeah, if you were expecting Nixies here, slap yourself in the back of the head, because this is definitely not a Nixie board. This is a G80. Yeah, this is a G80. It's Nixdorf branded. It's the CT22. It's called MF2 Tastatur, so I suppose it's something similar to the Schneider keyboard that we had earlier on, because this one was also called MF2 Tastatur. Oh man, this is so vintage. It's got a C date code down here. Oh yeah, it seems like it's a G80 1129HA. Like, look at this. I'm pretty sure it's just missing the G80. Oh, where's the little... Hey, Mickey. Yeah, G80. I'm pretty sure G80 is just missing here. Then it's an 1129, because this one's clearly G80 1000 based. HA. And then you got the D here. HAD 05, like revision 05 probably. And the D05 is not the date code, because the date code's down here. It's a C23. Oh, everything about this board is so fucking sexy. It's an off-color case for a G80. The keycaps are like the cherry granite color scheme. You can see them here. They are not the classic. They're not the classic beige. And it's got this, like, this Nixdorf logo isn't just glued in or something. This is part of the case. Like, this has been molded in, or it's probably been like glued into a little cutout here. Don't take my word for it. Very nice. Like, if I ever put a G80 on my table, this is gonna be it after some cleaning. Oh man. When I saw this, I fell in love instantly. This is just so good looking. It's got... the case has got a tiny bit of... Yeah. Never mind. This is, this is the grand finale of today's recycler stream. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Weird people. Watching crazy stuff like that on the internet. I hope your parents never find out. And yeah, once again, digs out for Nixdorf. Yeah, thanks again for watching. Have a good one. Sorry for destroying your ears, everyone wearing headphones. And bye bye.